Hi, I'm Curtis Parody, and welcome to Now, the show about some of the most interesting news happening in the world right now. And before we really jump into the news for today, I just want to say, hey, it's Friday, probably the best day of the week, and I hope you're doing well, so let's jump into the very first topic of the day. First up, let's talk about some technology type news. Looks like Motorola is taking the password authentication to a whole new place. And level, but more or less a place. The reason I'm describing it like this is because, well, Motorola recently announced that they have developed a pill that when swallowed will actually emit a password that your phone or tablet can pick up, and then it will allow you to actually unlock that device. So yeah, kind of freaking cool, but also kind of like, what? Motorola is calling it the authentication vitamin, and surprisingly, it's actually approved by the US Food and Drug Administration, and it's safe for people to actually, ingest. So the way this thing actually works is, first, of course, you have to swallow it, but then again, isn't that how it always starts? Or ends, both are applicable. So you swallow it, and then once the pill actually reaches your stomach, it then interacts with the stomach acid and actually turns the chip on. The cool thing about the chip on the pill is it actually doesn't even have a battery, it just uses the acid in your stomach to actually power it, which is really cool since, of course, your stomach is always producing this acid, and it will run forever. Well, as long as, of course, you don't die. Once the chip's powered, it actually begins emitting an 18-bit authentication password that can then be used to unlock your smartphone, tablet, possibly your computer, car, or even your house. So it's a pretty freaking cool idea, though the problem arises to, what happens when the chip actually, moves out of your stomach and, just kind of, is passed along. Am I gonna have to take one of these every single day? Because if I have to, I don't really think that's really healthy. Also, just because I'm around my devices, that doesn't really mean I want them unlocked. But hey, if the pill isn't something you're interested in, then well, good news, because they're also working on a tattoo that can act as your password unlock system, though really no information has really been released about it yet. From tech news to, well, drinking news now. Looks like people have found a way to consume alcohol in a brand new way. The new craze spreading across campuses around North America involves turning alcohol into a vapor and then inhaling it. People are pouring alcohol over dry ice or using a bike pump to actually turn the liquid into a gas. The way this works is that the alcohol goes straight into your lungs and then into your bloodstream. It makes the alcohol have a considerably faster effect on the person than traditionally allowing it to work its way through the digestive tract. Though this may sound interesting to you, I would highly recommend you not do it for the following reasons. Since the alcohol is absorbed in through your lungs and not through your regular digestive tract, it actually does not go through your liver, which of course is a bad thing, meaning its toxicity to the body can't be handled very well. So when the alcohol actually enters your lungs, it's then absorbed obviously into your bloodstream, and then it goes straight into your brain. This means you're gonna get drunk really super fast, but of course that's because it's such a high alcohol dosage, and your brain is gonna probably think you're either gonna soon have alcohol poisoning or you currently have alcohol poisoning. This will then cause you to throw up, of course, which is always a fun thing to do when you're drunk. I'm kidding, it's not, don't do it, it's not fun. And of course, if you suffer from alcohol poisoning, well, that gets really scary. Since the alcohol isn't actually in your stomach being digested, you can't just pump it out and be safe. It's in your bloodstream and it will remain there, of course, until it's all used up. Now, I'm not really a doctor, but I have a feeling getting alcohol out of your bloodstream is probably considerably harder than getting it out of your stomach. So though it may look like an awesome new trend for drinking, keep in mind that the human body's been consuming alcohol through its digestive tract for a very long time and kind of knows how to handle it that way. As for the lungs, though, not so much. My word of warning, if you're thinking about doing this, don't be stupid. This is not something you want to do. And if you do want to do it, well, of course, all, to yourself, that's fine. But be ready to live with the consequences that may happen because of it. All right, moving away from the topic of ingesting things in a weird type of way, because that doesn't sound wrong at all. Anyway, let's talk about a cool new product that Coke recently unveiled. Here it is, a fun new shareable Coke can. When you buy one of these Cokes, they may look like a regular, full-size Coke, but twist the two halves apart and you have two half-size Cokes, which is awesome because you have one for yourself and one for your friend. Coke's pegging this is a great way to actually share Coke with people around you. Now, currently the Coke cans are only available in Singapore, but the hope is, of course, that Coke will roll these out around the rest of the world so that everyone can experience the Coke sharing fun. All right, from that quick topic to the last topic of the day, which involves a man which I've compared to in the past as Dr. Evil, Mr. Kim.com. Also, I'd like to say I think of him as Dr. Evil, not because he's evil, but because he has that kind of whole super layer thing going on in New Zealand with tons of guards and vehicles. And I kind of think that Kim might have watched too much Austin Powers and he was just I want that. I want the whole thing. What Dr. Evil has right there, I want that. And then because he's super rich, well, it just happened. But anyway, back to the news surrounding the man. Looks like Kim is a happy guy today as the New Zealand High Court has just awarded him a big plus in the battle against the FBI. The FBI today has been ordered to allow Kim and his attorneys to access evidence gathered from his police raid that happened in January of 2012. He had said that blocking him access from this evidence actually harmed his chances in the legal proceedings. These legal proceedings being the ones that Kim, of course, is accused of last year by the FBI of running what they call a digital piracy service. So this is a small victory for Kim right now, but he did take to Twitter to celebrate by tweeting this, what appears to be a checklist of what he wants to do to win his case. Jumping back to the Coke story today, if you could combine 2 different types of soda flavors into like 1 can, what would you have? Like, would you have like half Coke and half Pepsi? That would be kind of crazy, but tell me what you would combine into 1 can in the comment section down below. Or of course, you can always let me know on my Facebook page, through Twitter, or on Google+. Links to all that and the other articles I talked about in today's episode in the description down below. And hey, if you enjoyed today's episode, why not hit that like button and subscribe for more great free now content every single day of the week. So until next time, I'm Curtis Parody, and that's what's happening now. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. You can of course check out more videos that I create by clicking on them below. Check out Now for the latest news happening in the world right now, Paradise Gaming for some fun gameplay videos, or of course my personal vlog channel to see what I'm doing outside of my studio. Also, if you're interested in supporting the show and getting some new clothes for yourself, just like this shirt, you can pick up this one if you want. Check out the store at thecurtisparodystore.ca. Bye everyone.